Before we start diving into booleans, I want to make one more adjustment. For this particular area, I want to resolve the shape here before the poly count increases. Let's mask the model and bring in a polycube from the gizmo. Invert the mask and split unmasked points. Then unmask the bottom and move it down. Clear the mask and scale it in the Z-axis. Let's turn on Subtractive in the subtool and turn off Polyframe. Mask the model and bring in a cylinder 3D from the gizmo. Invert the mask and split unmasked points. Then press QC50 and make the subtool subtractive. Now we can select Extender from the gizmo to get rid of the curve at the end of the boolean. Press QC50 and then group by normals on both subtractive subtools. Mask the model and bring in a polycube from the gizmo. Invert the mask and split unmasked points. Then scale it down and run an extender. Press Ctrl W to make a one poly group and then uncrease all. Unmask the back and move it till it clears the model. Let's make the subtool subtractive. Then go to solo mode and delete the two bottom edges. Bring up the gizmo and select taper. We're just looking for a slight angle change. Slice in an edge loop down the middle, then Q-mesh down the blue poly group. unmask the two middle edge loops and move them flush. Turn on dynamic and add in two control loops. Then click Group by Normals and turn off Solo. Let's move the flat island down a bit and slide the control loops back a tad to adjust the fall off. Scale in the y-axis and make a couple more tweaks. Select Deformer Saw from the gizmo and select the bottom points to scale it in the x-axis. When you are finished, press Accept. Select the main subtool and click Group by Normals to help Z-remesher. Then we can create a folder and drag all the subtools in there. Click the gear from the folder and select Boolean with Dynamic Subdivision. Click on the new subtool and check to see if all the polygroups are correct.